Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay,
And
this is Desmonds Donders. This is the start of the Oxhill walks. David's in the van and he's left me in charge of the pocket again. So I'll take you round and show you where we are. And here's the first bit. We've actually got crab apples on the trees. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, there you go. They're only tiny, but they're there. Last year there was nothing. This year there's quite a few. So there we go. It's a strange kind of day. One minute it's very sunny and the next minute the wind picks up and it gets cloudy and then the sun comes out. So not quite sure what to do. And there's more crab apples. And up there are cherry trees. I came last night and I picked quite a few. And David's now munching his way through them slowly. All the good cherries are up a height and you can't reach them. Such is life. He's got enough to keep him going. You can't see him because where the light is. So I'll switch you off and I'll switch you back on in a minute. This all used to be kept flat so you could actually walk around the trees, but now there's thistles in it that are, well, some of them look taller than me and I'm only 5'6". But it's like everything else, there's no money. But this entire walk was given by a local landowner, and there was fruit trees planted, and we know of the cherries and the apples, and there are hazelnuts too, because I found them yesterday. Never seen a squirrel here in all the time we've come here, but we have seen roe deer, and apparently they're about just now, but the chances of seeing one are very slim. There's heaps of butterflies, but as per usual they won't stand still. But this is less than 10 miles from the house, and if it wasn't for the main road, oh well, it's not main road, if it wasn't for the road between Bucky and Keith, which at the minute is very busy because there's roadworks in Keith, it would be very quiet. It's Sunday and the sun's shining, so everybody wants to get out and about before the kids go back to school, which up here is less than 2 weeks away. And there's our stream. Very little water in it. It's clear as anything. And that comes out near the spot where we park at Port Gordon. And there's the field waiting for the combines. It's not quite ready yet. The combines are going full tilt at the moment, trying to get all the crops in. But this is Oxhill Walks. And birds should have plenty to eat because the rowan's full. The elderberries aren't turning yet, but they are there. And they have apples and cherries. And lots of little beasties. I'll switch you off when we get to the bridge. And this is the cherry tree beside the first bridge. That if you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen me asking last night for either longer arms or a ladder, because I can't reach the cherries because they're too high up, and literally this tree is loaded with them. Can't get them, so the birds can have them, or somebody that's got longer arms than me anyway. Like I said, I'm only 5'6". It wouldn't have made any difference if I was 6'6", I still wouldn't be able to reach them. It must be a good year if there's so many on it. And this is the first bridge. And there's so little water in the burn. And there's our burn. And there's the fields. Still not yellow. But soon will be harvested. The other side of the bridge. Into the shady part of the walk. Sorry, beginner. Doesn't know what she's doing. In fact, I've actually had the thing facing the right way and recording's a miracle. But here we go, up the slope. And there's the second bridge. Now this bridge had to be mended. I can't remember why. I think it just rotted. But it's been a few years since it was actually mended, so we can now do the full circular walk. Plus the fact that the path down kind of got eroded and made it a bit dodgy coming down here, but you see now it's quite easy. Onto the bridge. And there's the burn. Switchy. And here we are, the end of the bridge, and we'll do the complete circuit of the Oxhill walk. Like I said before, there are hundreds of butterflies, but catching a butterfly is nigh on impossible. They don't stand still. Too busy. And yet more cherry trees. One that unfortunately got knocked over. I don't know when. It's got cherries on it, but they're not ripening. That's us. Going up the hill. And lots of brambles. No fruit on them yet, or I've missed them. We saw a couple yesterday with bags, and David thought they had plums. I'm not sure they did. I don't think I've ever seen a plum tree here. But great place for a forage. But just a great place to go out and listen, watch and appreciate nature. and be grateful for where we live. Especially when you have places like this on your doorstep. I hear you. The Yellowhammer letting us know he's there, or her. And that's the road. Ouch. You can see brambles aren't ready yet. This is on the way down as part of the circular walk. We've crossed both the bridges and now this finishes part of the walk, and then you walk back up to the car park. It's not a long walk, but it's very pleasant in the sunshine. And it is quite popular with dog walkers. And that's us back round to the field of the very high thistles. Sorry, the butterflies keep distracting me. The one thing I haven't seen at all this year is either damselflies or dragonflies, but I've probably been in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't remember seeing any this year at all. That's not to say there isn't any, I just haven't seen them. But I have been told by different people that this year there have been more horseflies, or clegs as they're called in Scotland, than ever before. Well, I remember the walk in Clodymos and I got bitten several times by them, especially on my left hand. There's about 8 or 9 bites on my hand, and my hand just puffed up. I don't do well with horsefly bites, but not so many midges. I'm not sure which is worse. But we'll see what it's like when we're in Arran. antihistamines and cream at the ready. I've had one tick bite this year, and thankfully we got it out. It was dead. It seemed to want to bite me and then regret it. So no after effects from that, thankfully. So if you're out walking, please take care, and please check when you're finished, because they're nasty little so-and-sos. That's us going back to the van, probably for another cup of tea, and see what David's doing. I left, he was writing a diary from yesterday, so I'm glad he does it, because sometimes the diary triggers all sorts of different memories in my head, as well as the pictures. I hope you've enjoyed your little walk round Oxhill with me. I've enjoyed it. Well, apart from the fact the camera does what it wants, not what I want it to do, but that's because I don't know how to use it properly. But at least with this one, hopefully the gimbal will take the shake out. If it was my camera, we'd be bouncing all over the place.
Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.